Hi again, it's Dennis Hudson at orangequant.com, and I want to talk to you about a very old concept and how you change this that you see, this $10 bill, into this, $1 million. Sounds like a pipe dream. I'm working on this pipe dream, believe it or not, and I'm going to show you how the numbers work, okay? Because a lot of people are familiar with the concept, but they really don't understand the details, I would say. And I didn't for many years. So the objective is we want to go from this to this, okay? And we want to do it in a safe and orderly manner, or as safe as possible. And the trick to this is, of course, compounding, which we all understand and we've all dealt with. You're paying a loan off and you find you just can't get ahead of the eight ball there. That's because the interest is compounding and eating you alive. So here's how to turn the tables and make some money for yourself in trading. And the whole point of this is that with consistent trading with a reliable method, you can actually achieve your goal. Now mainly here I've been talking about Forex, but this could also apply to stocks. It's just that in Forex, your trading opportunities are more numerous, okay? Alright, so this screen we have up shows 10% compounding per trade, no losses. You take 0 losses on this, and that's not realistic, but we'll come to that in a minute. But this is 10% compounding with no losses, and as you can see, at 61 trades of this, compounding, in other words, rolling the money back in on each trade, with a 10% gain, that's your target, 10% each trade, you come up to just over $3,000 at 61 trades, but at 122 trades, you hit the $1 million mark. Now, as I say, that's not realistic. Well, what would be realistic? Assuming you have a reliable trading tool, then let's say that every other trade you make your 10%, and every other trade you lose 5%. How's that? Well, what that actually looks like with losses is this. You're compounding 10% on every other trade, but then the trades in between, you lose 5%. So instead of, as we were looking at before, hitting a million in, what was it, 122 trades, it would take you 262 trades. And this is all with a starting bank of just $10. I wouldn't recommend using any more than that. You know why? For the simple reason that even if you started with $100, it will still take you 98 trades, successful trades, all successful trades, to get to $1 million, and probably more if you allow for every other trade being a loss. I didn't compute that, but I'm guessing it's up around probably 170 trades. That's just a guess. You can run a spreadsheet and figure it out for yourself. Anyway, start with 10 bucks. And at 131 trades, and this is with you losing on every other trade, you set your stop loss for a 5% loss and a 10% gain. And in 131 trades, you hit just over 3 grand. And at 262 trades, you would hit your $1 million mark. And that, of course, brings me to the subject of synthetic circles and the setups that you can get out of them. Now, if you look at my webpage, orangequant.com, you will see that our mythical character, Toad, got into a Forex trade, misread the signal, or it was a bad signal, I can't remember what happened. He stayed in longer than he should have, instead of taking the loss like a grown-up and walking away when he should have. So I leave that on the page. Pardon me, I could easily delete it. You probably your first time to the page, you wouldn't even know that what happened. But he did take a drubbing on a euro-dollar pair, and I leave it there because it is instructive. But if you are disciplined and you trade according to the rules, then and using the synthetic cycles setup, which I haven't honestly, I haven't seen them actually fail. Not the particular setup that's in the video right now as of April 19th, 2014, and I don't know what else I might put up later. But I haven't seen that setup fail. Now, I haven't run enough statistics to know if it ever does fail, but as I say, I mean, it's a terrifyingly accurate and reliable method for trading a setup. Now, a little philosophy here. Most traders trade on hunches. I mean, and that's the truth. They really do. They look at the indicators and they kind of make a guess. And some make money, but most do not make money. Trading with synthetic cycles is rules-based trading. You have to follow the rules. If you follow the rules, you have an excellent chance of achieving this goal right here of compounding and getting it on out there to the $1 million mark. That can happen for you, and you can start with $10. I recommend that's all you start with. It's more fun that way. It doesn't matter if you start with $5. The point is, the emotional content is there, and you learn early on how to govern that emotional content, your responses. You've got to follow the rules, and that will educate you. And by the time you get up here to even to $3,200, you will understand all of that much better, okay? Because I'm understanding it better. You don't need to swing for the fences. That's the point. You are operating on a make steady money basis. That's all you're doing. Just trade after trade, and it might even get boring after a while. Set your stop loss the way I say. Set it for a 5% stop. Set it to take profit at 10%. That's all you need each and every trade. Now, I know I said that this is more realistic than success upon success and never having a loss. But I think I've been pretty conservative here in suggesting losing 5% every other trade and gaining 10% every other trade. I think that's pretty conservative. So anyway, take a look at the website, orangequant.com, and see if this is for you. It's a very simple method. You don't really need to have any math background. I lay it all out for you. I show you. You can call me up. I give you my phone number when you order the package. You're drawing. You're taking measurements and drawing circles. That's all you're doing, basically. So take a look at it and see if you like it, and then you go ahead and order, and I'll take time with you on the phone. I give you my phone number, and I'll call you if you're in the USA, and we'll talk a while, and you have any questions, I'll make it really clear. It's really easy to do. I'm Dennis Hudson, orangequant.com.